Anybody knows this? This is Tanks and Tutties, brought to you by Tubbs and Franke. This week, a little bit of MLB weekend recap as always. I skipped for some reason. Bringing back Guess Who and Top 5. We're going to do a little March Madness recap and a little preview, and then we're going to get out of here. But a lot of MLB talk to go through. So let's start. How was your weekend?
I had a pretty good weekend. It wasn't, anything out of the ordinary. I did go out for a friend's birthday on Saturday. So I got to go out, have some drinks, got some food. Watched some March Madness again this weekend. Did some more betting. Started thinking through some of my MLB futures that I want to get out with the season coming up. And then Sunday, I had a fantasy baseball draft, which you were also in. Mm-hmm. Went pretty well. I don't want to say I'm super excited about my team, but I think we'll compete for a championship this year. So other than that, I didn't do too much. Weather's starting to get nice, so I'm hoping to get some golf in here in the next couple weeks. But and I got approved for an apartment down in Memphis, so we officially have an apartment down in Memphis. So yes.
Big things.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was fantastic. I had my annual trip to Sault Ste. Marie for bowling. Did well at the casino, bowled well. Hit a couple big wins at the casino that were cool. Drunk, basically the whole weekend. And I actually bowled pretty well. I shot a 278 on Sunday in my last game, so that was awesome. And then I drove me, my dad, and my cousin back. No stops. One stop, but 4 hours. Pretty impressive. Not trying to brag too much here, but drove over the bridge by myself for the first time. I've never actually physically drove over it, so that was a lot of fun. But
did my bet of taking the field versus you win?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. But that was
okay.
minus 1,000.
Oh, okay. Easy lock.
Yeah, on Sunday, I had the best series out of my team, but Saturday I didn't bowl. I bowled average on Saturday. It wasn't anything special. But on Sunday, I had the high game, that last game, that paid out $150, so that was cool.
Nice.
I already missed it. I'm already looking forward to next year, so it's good times up there, man. You should come sometime. Anywho,
I would love to.
Locks and long shots. My lock last week, I had State against K-State. That didn't hit. Kansas State looked incredible. Did you see that circus shot that short point guard had?
Yeah, I did the 3-pointer that he banked in.
Yeah, first of all, it was a travel.
Yep.
Second of all, how did it go in? But I was at a bar in Holt, which is pretty close to East Lansing. There's a lot of State fans, and it was a pretty cool environment. But we're gonna bounce back. We got baseball this week. Opening day's Thursday. We're taking the Braves minus 1.5 against the Nationals. Bread and butter right here. It's minus 140. Patrick Corbin's on the bump. That dude hasn't been good in 3 years. So we're just going to ride with the Braves. They're going to win by probably 5 or 6.
I love that pick.
Long shots. Oh, sorry. My locks, I'm 26 and 21. Still a 5-game buffer from 500, so that's good. Long shots. 14 and 26. We're on a rough skid. I took Princeton money line. But last week I also had to come home up money. I ended up winning at the casino/bowling, so that's a W. This week, look, you guys are going to hear this and you're going to say, oh, heart pick, terrible bet, don't do it, blah, blah, blah. Tigers money line at the Rays, plus 200 opening day. The Tigers always play well opening day. If you're too scared to take the money line, take them plus 1.5 and ride into the sunset with me. I honestly know nothing about our team other than Riley Green is good and Baez sucks ass. So, but we'll see.
I'm going to look up the Tigers' opening day record. So, let's see here. All right, so they won last year. They beat the White Sox 5-4. The year before, they beat the Cleveland former Indians 3-2. The year before, they got killed by the Royals. Then they beat the Royals. They actually are. Holy shit. Okay. So going back to 2009, they are 12-2 on opening day.
Wow. I was right. That doesn't make sense.
When you said that, I was... Yeah, when you said that, I was a little... I was questioning you a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
I didn't do any formal research. I always watch opening day because I'd find a way to get myself excited. And then opening day, I remember, like, they always do well. There was the one year they hit the walk-off grand slam or the game-tying grand slam. Or maybe that wasn't opening day. Maybe that was early. But they always start the year okay, and then I get my hopes up, and then they suck ass, and I stop paying attention. So I figure might as well throw it out for a long shot.
I was going to say that they usually play bad teams on opening day. But, I mean, looking at it, they beat the Rangers in 2009. The Rangers were good back then. Indians were okay. Royals were okay in 2011. Red Sox were pretty good in 2012. Yankees were good in 2013. Royals were decent in 14. Twins were decent in 15.
Royals were decent in 14. They won the World Series that year, brother.
Was that the year that they won the World Series? I couldn't remember if it was 13 or 14.
I'm pretty sure it was 14. Yeah, because 13 was the Red Sox.
Like, their losses were 2018 to the Pirates. That's a bad loss. But it was 13-10.
Oh, my God.
And then they lost to the Royals in 2020, which... COVID year.
COVID year doesn't count. So they're technically 12-1.
Sure. They're 69, 52 and 1 on opening day in their franchise history.
There you go. I'm just telling you. What it hits at what percent was that? It was probably a 70% rate. 69, 52.
Are you saying like
all time?
Career?
Yeah, 69, 52 and 1. 69, 121. Quick math here. Oh, never mind. It's only 57%. Way off with the percentage.
Hey, but that's winning. That's winning.
A winning percentage.
All you have to be is 56.2.
But hey, in the last 14 years, it's hitting at an 85.7%.
It's probably plus odds. That's also true.
Yeah. So what do you got?
Yeah, it's probably plus odds.
What do you got for locks?
Locks. So last week I had the money line parlay. It was a parlay, so it lost.
Yeah, right.
Bam was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, you could say. Yeah, but this week, UConn, they're going to win the whole tournament. It's a walk in the park for them. I have UConn -2. I think it's still -2. I haven't officially put it in yet. But I would probably take this all the way up to -4. I just don't see UConn not winning the tournament at this point. I don't know if you updated my record, but I am 8-5-1.
Yep, your records are updated
on the year. Okay. Longshots 1-14 this year. Not looking great still. Although I didn't have a loss last week because I have UConn to win the Natty. Waiting on that. That'll probably cash next week by the time we record. I would assume, right?
Yeah, because the championship's
I think the
Monday.
Final Four is this weekend. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Perfect. So I'll be 2-14 by next week. I don't think so.
I don't think they do either. I think they play on Monday.
Anyways, I'll be 2-14 next week once UConn wins the Natty. I'm adding 4 futures this week. One is an NBA Finals matchup, which I already have put in, but it's Bucks versus Suns to be the finals matchup. I got that at plus 800. I'm not sure what it is right now. That's kind of a hard play. Bucks, my favorite team. I think the Suns, when healthy, are one of the best teams in the West. Then I'm also adding the MLB first to 10 wins. This is a fun one. I'm adding the Rays to be the first MLB team to 10 wins. They're a good team.
They're going to lose that first one, are you sure?
That's fine, because do you know what the rest of their schedule looks like to start the season?
No.
So they start the season with a 3-game series against the Tigers.
Okay. So they're going to win 2 games.
Yep, so there's 2. Then they go on the road to play the Nationals.
Ooh.
Potentially the worst team in the MLB.
Yep.
Then you come back home to play the A's for 3 games.
Wow.
First 9 games, they play 3 of the worst teams in the major leagues.
Yeah.
And then you have the Red Sox for 4 games at home, the Red Sox could pull out a couple, but say you lose 1 game to the Tigers, I think they probably sweep the Nationals, and I think they could sweep the A's.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to take 2 games from the Red Sox out of 4 at home.
Yep.
I don't hate it. I think they could start 8-2, 8-3, or 8-2 in their first 10, and then take 2 more.
Well,
I think that's pretty simple.
That's fun because it's a future, but it's like a fake future.
It's quick, yeah.
Yeah, that is fun.
Yeah. I'm also adding an NL and an AL Rookie of the Year future bet. I like Corbin Carroll for the NL. He just got a huge payday for the Diamondbacks. He's going to be an everyday starter for the Diamondbacks. He has everything. He hits for power. He steals bases. He'll probably be close to like a 20-20 guy this year. So I like that at plus 400. And then AL Rookie of the Year, Anthony Volpe. I don't really have a reason why I like him. I just do. And I think a player that's going to play every day for the Yankees is probably a good bet to win the AL Rookie of the Year. I was gonna take Jordan Walker for the NL, but he's only plus 300 and he's the favorite. I don't really like taking favorites, so I would say if you're looking for a longer shot, look for the guys coming from overseas like Kodai Senga, Masataka, Yoshida. Those guys, they've been playing in professional baseball just in a different league, so they're still professionals. They're a little bit older, but they still get the rookie tag on them. So that's just my take on that.
I don't hate it. Corbin Carroll is a good pick. Volpe, though, I don't really like. The only thing I know about Volpe is that his cards are worth a lot of money. That's about it.
Yeah, I think he's pretty similar to Corbin Carroll, where he kind of provides all 5 tools. He can hit for power, hits for contact, steals bases, plays the field. You know, he kind of does everything. And like I said, I mean, playing shortstop, second base every day for the Yankees, I'd say that's a pretty good spot to be if you want to get AL Rookie of the Year.
He's got the media spotlight for sure.
Exactly.
Let's wrap up the World Baseball Classic quick. Japan gets revenge, I think you could call it. We beat them back in, what year is that? 44 that war ended? 45? When did that end?
Yeah, the rising sun, whatever day that was. But
I did watch this whole game, and I want to... Ohtani versus Trout, that last AB was pretty fucking cool because Trout had never faced him, obviously. They're teammates. I think they're buddies. I know Ohtani doesn't really speak English, but I think they're buddies.
Surprising. I actually saw some of his interviews. He's getting a lot better at speaking English now. Yeah.
You think what is it, his third year now? 4th year?
Oh, I think it's his 4th or 5th.
While you look that up, I have a somewhat hot take.
Okay.
If Ohtani, it's like a lukewarm take, I'd say. If Ohtani does not have a major injury in his career, he'll go down as the greatest player of all time, and it won't be contested.
So this is his 5th year.
Gotcha. But if he pitches...
No, actually, I take that back. Holy shit, this is his 6th year. He came into the league in 2018.
Yeah, that'd be his 6th year.
And he won Rookie of the Year. He won Rookie of the Year 2018.
Wow, it does not feel like it's been that long. But
no, anywho. Holy cow.
Anywho, if he doesn't get injured, dude, and he pitches 8 more years, he's going to go down as the greatest player ever.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's literally today's Babe Ruth.
Did you know he's already pitched longer than Babe Ruth did?
Well, I mean, people don't really think of Babe Ruth as a pitcher. That's the thing.
I think of Babe Ruth as an overrated person because he played against janitors.
At least you think he's real. I mean, some people think he was a mythical figure, so...
There's literally a video of him calling a shot, so I do think he's real.
No, I know.
I
wouldn't say that's a bad take. I mean, for a guy that... He's a career 267 hitter, averages... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no, that's right. He's a career 267 hitter, averages 36 home runs per a full season. So,
the other thing I wanted to bring up.
He's pitching and throwing like a 3.0 ERA.
Yeah,
so,
it's pretty good. That Schwarber AB was that the 8th or the 7th?
The one that he hit the bomb on?
Yeah, it was like a 10 or 11 pitch AB, just an absolute battle. And then he nuked
I
it.
think it was the 7th. I'm not 100% sure, though.
I thought we were so back. That was to cut it to 2-1, right?
Yeah. We did predict scores. I don't know how close we were. I know neither of us got it.
We weren't close because we both predicted the over.
Oh, yeah. And what did it finish? 3-2?
I thought it was 2-1.
2-1?
I thought it was 2-1.
I'm pulling up what we had predicted. Okay. So you had 8-2 USA. I had 6-5 USA.
Oh, Japan won 3-2. I forgot Trey Turner hit that home run.
So I was close.
What did you say?
I was 6-5. If you doubled it, then I was right.
You were closer than me.
Almost. Yeah. I mean, you're just throwing out some wild-ass fucking scores.
Well, listen, the U.S. was they put up, 14 against Cuba? Obviously, Japan's not Cuba, but...
I was going to say, Japan's a little bit different, but...
But yeah, Trey Turner, man, he's just having one hell of a tournament, or had one hell of a tournament. That was fun to watch. And then I found myself, listen, I don't really fully enjoy watching a full baseball game, but when it's that big of a stage, that was pretty sweet. And I can only really watch playoffs or end of season, somebody's trying to make a push. I can watch those games. But when we're in say it's June or July, I can't watch those MLB games because it's just dead to me.
Oh, but June and July games are the best because that's when the ball fucking flies.
Yeah, but I just can't do it. I bet you're excited for...
Quick question.
What was that called from FanDuel? What is that called? Something Tuesdays. Dinger Tuesdays?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Is that...
yeah.
Or are they done with that?
Yeah, if it comes back, that's going to be a very popular tweet that I'm going to have probably every Tuesday with my Dinger Tuesday picks. Because the thing about it was $25. I think it was $25, and if it didn't hit, I don't remember how exactly it was, but $25 on a home run hitter in every game on every Tuesday. So you could just pick one person to hit a home run from every game every Tuesday. And the odds are plus 400 at the lowest.
Mm-hmm.
Especially early season, they're going to be plus 450 probably. So yeah, if that makes a comeback.
And then you got a $5 free bet for every home run hit in that game.
That's what it was. So it was $25, and then you got up to $25.
There was you tore that up a little bit too. You tore that up. I did okay for a little
I
bit.
may or may not follow a couple Twitter pages that, one of them predicts the park factors for the day based on the weather and who's pitching and who has better odds to hit a home run that day. And then one just tweets their picks for Dinger Tuesday. So,
any other baseball classic thoughts?
Well, so we talked about Trout facing Ohtani. Do you think the fact that both of their teams made the WBC championship and yet the Angels haven't made the playoffs in so long?
Well, the Angels, they don't have anything else. I mean, they do have some, but hasn't it always been their pitching and bullpen that's just atrocious?
Yeah, usually. Speaking of the Angels making the playoffs, I thought about adding a long shot, and I might still add it. I heard something the other day. The Angels to make the playoffs is plus 165. The Angels over their season-long win total is 86 and a half or something like that. And that's minus 125. Then there's the Angels to win 90 plus games, and it's plus 250. Some guy broke down the numbers, and the average win total, for American League wildcard teams, so let's say that the Angels don't win their division, because the Astros probably will. If you want to bet the Angels to make the playoffs, they would need to win at least 95 games. So instead of betting them to make the playoffs at plus 165 or whatever, you might as well bet their 90 plus wins at plus 250. Just throwing that out there.
That makes total sense. Not even being sarcastic. I wasn't following at first. I didn't see where this was going, but now I do.
So I might throw that one on there. I'm not sure yet.
Does that have to be bet? They have live win totals, don't they, that you can bet? Or no?
Yeah, usually. I will say I'll save that for MLB stuff, but yeah, usually you can. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna throw that on there. Angels 90+ wins. I talked myself into it.
Yeah, you did.
It just sounds too fun.
Do you want to do... Yeah, let's do Guess Who, then Top 5, and then MLB. Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, and then March Madness. We have a lot of shit.
We are all baseball this week. I love it.
All right. So, my Guess Who. Look away while I move this, though, just so I don't mess it up.
Okay, I'm off.
Okay. I just want to do that. Wait, don't do that. Okay. You're probably going to get it right here. If you don't, I'd be disappointed. No, wait. Actually, don't. Nah.
Holy
Oh, did you come back?
Okay.
Now you can. All right.
I just saw the years.
Now go ahead. Go ahead. There's no way I can do it without... Yeah. So, Frankie's currently looking at 94 to 2016.
Oh, okay.
He knows it. It was super easy.
Yeah.
I should have cropped out that bottom.
So, let's say there's a couple home run seasons in there that are probably 50+, but they're also on roids. Here, I'm going to just say it's Alex Rodriguez.
Congratulations.
I was going to say, once I saw the teams and... Whoa!
Is that yours right there? Oh, technical difficulties. All right, you can fix that.
That's all right.
It was Alex Rodriguez. I just realized that I made it super easy because you could see the teams. And guess what? Who doesn't know the 3 teams that Alex Rodriguez played for? So,
Where did my picture go?
I have no idea. Is it behind all that?
Might be.
Try deleting the A-Rod thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's behind it.
Okay, can I go back down?
All right, so...
Oh, it's frozen. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
you're good.
Technical difficulties. It wouldn't be
You're
an
good.
episode of Tanks and Tutties without technical difficulties. By the way, this is episode 39, so next week's episode 40. Exciting. My shit froze, so I'm just waiting.
Okay. So I have a little bit different one this week for you.
Okay.
Instead of giving you stats, I'm giving you their StatCast page.
Oh, my God. This is impossible.
So
how am I supposed to...
Okay. So this is... First, I'm giving you the hit spray chart, and you can just throw out a random guess if you want. As you can see, they hit a lot of their home runs to left, a couple in...
He's right-handed.
Quite a few infield singles.
Bat's right-handed, at least.
That would be a solid guess.
Okay,
So then their
he had quite a few
StatCast
home
page.
runs.
This is also just last year. Just remember that.
Okay.
Do you have a guess, or do you want me to continue?
I will throw out... Let me throw out... I'm just going to throw out a name. Trying to think of a right-hander. Probably plays in the NL. I'm going to throw out Nolan Arenado.
No.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. So this is... No, we won't do that. We'll go a little bit further up.
I think I need you to click off of it. I can't see. What does that mean? Oh, I'm good. I can see. All right, so now I'm looking at...
I'll give you a little bit more.
He's fast.
Okay, so I gave Jake
it's Acuna.
barrel percentage, strikeout percentage, walk percentage, sprint speed, chase rate, whiff rate, outs above average, outfield jump, arm strength.
It's Acuna.
It is not Acuna.
What?
That would be a good guess. As you can see, he is also top of the league in max exit velocity, average exit velocity, and hard hit rate. I will give you his career-long stats. Ready?
Yeah, I'm still not going to be able to get this. Oh, that's really small. Oh, he's a rookie.
So he has one season.
I got to think of a rookie that killed.
He hit 28 home runs.
Oh, it's J-Rod. Okay.
It is J-Rod.
Okay. All right. I'm just glad I got that. That would have been embarrassing. Oh, man.
I kind of like that.
I could have maybe got it if I thought more. Because Acuna was hurt last year. So
Yeah,
man. I was just thinking, you know how I came up with Acuna was that sprint speed. I was like, okay, who's an MLB The Show that's an outfielder that's really fast? I could have came up with J-Rod. That was fun. I like.
Yeah,
that.
I thought you'd like that.
What was his?
That was fun.
What was his average last year? Is that 234?
284
Okay,
last year.
Bunts, but he's not. That was fun.
So I actually, do we want to jump right into MLB and then come back and do top 5 later?
No, let's do March Madness, then top 5, and then MLB. We'll finish with MLB.
Okay.
So, March Madness. I think this is the weirdest Final Four that we've had in a long time. We don't have a single blue blood. I guess maybe UConn's a blue blood.
I was going to say, you can count UConn as a blue blood.
But your Final Four is UConn, San Diego State, Miami, and FAU, Florida Atlantic University. What? FAU is electric to watch, though.
I'm really, really hating myself. I think I said this last week as well, but I talked all year about betting on FAU, and I bet on them against Memphis, and I think that was the last time I bet on them until their last game. I just haven't touched them, and I know how good they are against the spread. It's not saying I have to take the money line. All I got to do is take the spread, and I haven't. So that's been a little bit frustrating.
Have they covered every game in this tournament?
Yeah, because they've been underdogs every every game.
Oh, for real? Dang, you could have made a buck.
Exactly. I'm trying to go back and look at the Final Four histories just to... Okay. So let's see. Last year we had Kansas, North Carolina, Villanova, Duke, all blue bloods.
Blue.
Year before was Baylor, Gonzaga, Houston, UCLA. I wish it would show the seeds. Oh, it does actually. Never mind. 2019, we had Virginia, Texas Tech, Auburn, and MSU. Auburn was a 5 seed. They were the lowest.
Yep. That's a normal
Year
Final
before
Four.
was Nova, Michigan, Kansas, and Loyola Chicago. Okay, so that was a weird one because we got an 11.
Yeah, but you've got 2 5s, a 9, and a, what's UConn, a 4? Or are they a
Yeah, UConn's a 4.
Your highest seed is a 4 seed? That's crazy.
Yeah, and we don't have... Yeah, I was going to say we don't have a 1, 2, or 3.
I think even though they were scumbags in that one game with the 360 dunk miss with no time, I think you got to root for FAU just for the chaos. A 9 seed has never won the tourney. Or was NC State a 9 seed?
Are we... NC State. What year would that have been?
I'm looking it up right now. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah. So the previous record was Villanova as an 8 seed in 85. So if FAU wins, they'll have
2014. 2014 was kind of weird. We had UConn as a 7, Kentucky as an 8, Florida as a 1, and Wisconsin as a 2.
And UConn won it that year.
But we still had, yeah.
That was Kemba, right?
Yeah, it was UConn versus Kentucky, 7 versus 8 in the championship.
That's right. That was a weird year. Maybe you can't top that. 7 versus an 8 in the ship.
Kemba was no, wait. 2011? Yeah, he was 2011. 2014 was Shabazz Napier.
Oh, that's right. That was the year that they were showing his mom every other camera pan to the crowd.
Yep.
So the best we could do is FAU versus Miami, a 9 versus a 5. How much is Miami favored in that game, do you think?
2.5.
I would agree. I was going to say 2 or 3, so... Yeah, I don't know. I think...
Yeah, I mean, we haven't...
Man. And they're fun.
We haven't had a seed.
Crazy points.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we haven't seen a very high seed. Like, it's been a lot of 1, 2s, and 3s for the last... I don't know how long. 1-1-1.
It's honestly perfect with how college basketball was this year. I know it was more Big Ten where everybody just beat up on each other, but I feel like there was no team that was like, wow, this team is scary. Like Purdue, even I wasn't.
No, there wasn't. I mean, we had 1 seeds changing every week.
Yep.
And it was like, you think about UConn. UConn was the number 1 seed to, I shouldn't say start the year, but in the beginning of the year, they were the number 1 seed for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then they lost, and everyone just completely forgot about them.
Yep.
And boom, they show up in the tournament as a 4 seed, and everyone's like, huh, UConn.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's hard to bet against UConn, obviously, but I just want FAU to do it just so they're so fun. And then Miami.
That's the thing too.
Miami's huge comeback on Sunday. Holy shit! They were down 13 with 10 minutes left, and they won by 9.
Yeah, and what was crazy too was I took the Miami parlay where I took the men's money line and then the women's money line because the Cavender twins that are going off on Twitter or on TikTok and stuff, and so I took that money line. And obviously, it had been working. I knew it wasn't going to hit because the first time I take it was in the fucking Elite 8.
Yeah.
So I take it. It doesn't hit. But sweating out the fact that I had Miami men's money line, and they were down 13 at one point to Texas. And I thought there was no chance in hell that they would come back. For them to win and then have the women's team let me down was less than desirable, we'll say.
Good word choice. I like that. Less than desirable.
Yeah. No, I will say, though, when I put my future bet on UConn, I was, all rooting for UConn and everything. And now it just doesn't feel the same when, they're the favorites now.
Right.
So it's I want them to win for my money, but also, I wouldn't be mad betting on FAU and seeing them win it.
Yeah, and I feel like there was only one team that was maybe wow, they're good, was Bama this year, but even Bama had to go to overtime a couple times, and they didn't look great.
Well, and then, they had some off-the-court issues. And like I said, wrong place, wrong time.
I thought the stars were aligning, and they would win it, and then it would be do they deserve this?
So
Should he be playing? Shit like that. So, but I think it's going to be a fun Final Four regardless. I think it'll be 2 close games, and then the championship should be great. Except for maybe UConn.
So,
UConn
speaking of Alabama, Brandon Miller does not show up when the lights are the brightest, which kind of adds up. Likes to do his things in the dark.
Oh, damn. Too soon?
I don't know if you saw the stat about him. From what he did in March Madness, he put up one of the worst shooting performances in all of March Madness history.
Did he really?
He shot now I have to find it, but I'm pretty sure he shot 30% from the field. And it was on a ton of attempts. March Madness stats. So, in his last 4 games, holy shit. Okay. Yeah. So in the first game, he scored 0 points against Texas A&M Corpus Christi on 19 minutes. The next game, he scored 19 points on 29.4% shooting from the field.
Wow.
The next game against SDSU in their loss, he scored 9 points on 15.8% shooting from the field.
Well, hey, not to defend a terrible person, but San Diego State's defense is phenomenal. They have a top 5 defense.
Yeah, but he also scored 0 against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, so
he didn't need to score a lot. They handled that game, but they didn't cover because they suck. That pissed me off.
Didn't make a basket in that game.
Happens. Got cold at the wrong time.
Yeah, I think it's crazy because he's a guy that's probably gonna attempt to go to the league. Granted, he is a freshman, so he might just come back. But for you to just go into March Madness and just not show up, physically,
you were barely
just
there.
not show up, is surprising.
But yeah, I'm excited to talk about it next week. I'll be rooting for UConn for you, but also FAU. Wait.
So
yeah, UConn FAU in the championship would be sweet because you'd be so torn.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
FAU games have been really tough, too, because they played Memphis round 1, and, moving there and everything.
Yeah,
so,
it's your backup team.
Well, it's probably like my third team, but
Unbelievable.
fourth team.
Unbelievable.
I don't know. No, I did bet on FAU for that game. But then they played Tennessee later, and then I was like, well, shit, who do I bet on here? Like, I like FAU, but also Tennessee's really good, and I like Tennessee, so, like, who do I bet on? So now, like, if FAU used to play UConn, I'd be like, well, shit, like, I already have money on UConn, but, like, I also like FAU to cover any spread in any game.
You know what you do in that situation? If that's a championship, you don't bet on it because you already have UConn money line at plus whatever you got it at.
Well,
or you could hedge and take
plus
FAU
900. Plus, I have the two futures parlays that I threw together this week. 21 cents for 230,000 and 23 cents for 978,000.
What amount did you say you were going to give me if that hit?
10K.
Oh, that's right. So, hey, I'm rooting for you.
I do want to ask you though. What happened to everyone hating FAU after the dunk on FDU?
I personally didn't hate them that much. It was a little bush league, but it's the tournament, man. You might as well put on a show. I mean, if he would have made it, I would have watched it a couple times and been like, damn, that was pretty sweet. But he missed. That made it worse, I think.
That's fair. I was going to say, because I felt like everyone was hating FAU after that, and then it was like, all of a sudden the next game, everyone's like, dude, I fucking love FAU. And
well, yeah, because everybody expected them to lose round 2, and then they didn't. And then they won again in the Sweet 16, and now for sure everybody hopped on. They're fun to watch, too. I mean, who were they playing Sweet 16?
Tennessee.
Who were they playing Elite 8? They were supposed to play Purdue, weren't they? Or not Elite 8, sorry.
No.
Round of 32.
That was FDU.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Whatever game, maybe it was Tennessee where they were down by a little bit and they just started wetting ridiculous threes. And that's when I hopped on because I was watching that game. I'm like, damn, dude, they are hitting everything.
Yeah, that was against Tennessee.
Yeah,
but
so that's where everybody hopped on.
UConn kind of did that this weekend against Gonzaga.
Oh, my God.
And I was all over that game. And we were at the bar, Javi, listener of the program. It was his birthday, so we went out to the bar, and we're playing darts and watching the game, and I'm just watching UConn just jack up threes and hitting every single one. Mm-hmm. And I was just like sitting there in such a happy... Oh, yeah. I was just in such a happy place because I knew I had money on UConn, and I know I have UConn's future, and I fucking hate Gonzaga. And I can't believe I bet on Drew Timme at least one time in this tournament because I fucking hate that dude. Yeah. But yeah, it was exciting to watch, and I think UConn's a great team.
So that's your March Madness talk, I think. You want to hit this top 5 quick and get into MLB? What's our time at right now?
We are at 39 minutes.
Oh, frick. All right, well, let's get into top 5 then. Let's make it kind of snappy. You might hate my picks, but our top 5 this week is the top 5 best MLB players of our lifetime. So basically 21st century, too. I mean, that's the better way to put it.
I know somebody who's not going to be on your list. That will be on mine.
Do you?
Absolutely.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And you're right. He's not on my list.
Yep.
All right, I'll start.
Who's your 5?
My 5, I put Roy Halladay.
Yeah. Okay. I like that pick.
I wanted to... So, spoiler alert, my other 4 picks are all hitters. And I was like, damn, I need a pitcher. And I'm like, who is the greatest pitcher that I've ever seen? And I wanted to put Justin Verlander, I'm not going to lie. And then I wanted to put Scherzer. But then I was like, wait a second. Roy Halladay was, like, ridiculous. Rest in peace. But what? He's won 2 Cy Youngs, a no-hitter in the postseason, too. A perfect game. Yeah, like, just a workhorse. Just an absolute dog is the only way to put it. And he's my number 5 spot. Who do you have at 5?
So I had a really tough time deciding on this one, but I'm going to go with Chipper Jones at 5.
Ooh, I love that pick. He should be above that guy that you're talking about, though.
That's debatable, but I mean, Chipper Jones is one of the best switch hitters in all of baseball history. Career, if you didn't know this, his career lifetime average, he hit 304.
That's insane.
So, yeah. And I mean, he played for 12 years for one of the best teams in the league with the Braves. Just a great player. I love Chipper Jones, so.
My number 4, this is going to sound familiar, Alex Rodriguez.
I thought about it.
He mashes. Yes, he used steroids. I don't care. You got the longevity. You've got the talent. He was just a little bit of a bitch, but he's funny now because he did some barstool things. But I got him you gotta have him. You gotta have him top 5. You didn't?
See, so this is where I'm stuck because at 4, my top 5 is so packed with players that I want to put in there.
Okay.
And I want to put Barry Bonds at 4.
Are you putting
I really
him at 4?
do. I don't think so. I didn't really write down a list because I didn't know who I wanted to put where.
Okay, so you're just going on the fly?
Yeah. I'll put Derek Jeter at 4.
So fucking overrated, dude. You take him off those loaded Yankees teams, he's not even special. He's a role player.
He was a 307 career hitter. Better than Chipper Jones.
I don't give a fuck. Dude, he's not even that good of a fielder.
48.4 career WAR.
Not even that good of a fielder. Made a couple plays that looked cool and flashy, and sure. I will say the documentary about him was pretty cool because the whole time I'm like, overrated. He's not even the greatest shortstop of all time. How are you going to put him in your top 5?
I still don't think I've watched that documentary.
You should. It was good, but
I want to. I just kind of forgot about it. But no, I love Derek Jeter, and he also wears number 2, which is my favorite number, and I think that's part of the reason why I like number 2. So
yeah, you like those.
That's my number 4.
Number 3, I'm putting Ichiro. Love Ichiro. Just a hit machine. He's not really hitting for power, but he's in the 3,000 hit club. He's got the most hits all time, no?
I think so.
No. Wait.
1,000? No.
It's Pete Rose. Does that count, though? Yeah, Pete Rose. Oh, he's not even close. Never mind. I take that back. But of the 2000s, yes, Ichiro should be on your list. He's at number 3.
So my number 3, I'm going Mariano Rivera.
Oh, dude, see, I thought about it, but
This is the pitcher that I wanted on my list, and I also thought about Verlander and Halladay. But then there's Mariano Rivera, who is almost literally untouchable
greatest reliever of all time.
by anyone in the league. Greatest reliever of all time. One of the best entrances in all of baseball. Last guy to wear number 42 in the league.
Forgot about that.
Iconic. So, that's my 3.
My number 2, I went with Pujols.
Well, I'm going to save you time. I also went Pujols at 2, and I feel like we might agree on number 1. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if we will.
If we agree on number 1, I will be shocked because I
know who you're going to put at number 1 now.
Okay.
We don't.
Okay. Who did you put at 1 instead of? It's not a. You didn't.
Do you have anything to say about Pujols at number 2?
The only thing you gotta say is, dude, it just mashes. I don't even know what to say for all these guys.
I hated watching him as a part of the Cardinals, but still one of the best players of my lifetime.
He's got what, 2, 3 rings? 2 rings? 3 rings?
Oh,
2.
I think he's got to have.
He's got 2 for sure.
Let's see if this write-up says
2 rings, couple MVPs. The only thing he doesn't have is a Triple Crown. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he has 2 World Series, a batting title in 2003, home run titles in 2009, 2010, MVP in 2005 and 2009.
Yeah, just didn't hear Triple Crown there, and that's why my number one's Miguel Cabrera. Greatest of the 2000s by far. He's got a World Series. He's got the Triple Crown that'll never be done again, ever. He's he's a peach.
That's not
He's
true.
funny. 3,000 hits. Nobody will ever win the Triple Crown
Paul Goldschmidt almost won it last year.
again. What was that? Almost close. He was close.
He fell like 2 home runs short.
That's unfortunate. Miggy didn't.
If Miggy played for a better team, I'd put him up there. But
The Tigers
only
were
has-
really good for a few of his years. When they had Prince Fielder, God, I wish they would have won that World Series that year.
yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for that. Who's your number one?
Mike Trout.
Not yet.
Hmm.
Not yet. The only reason I
Yeah,
didn't do
I
that is
just-
because he's not done yet. He hasn't won anything, which isn't his fault.
Miggy's not done yet.
He's done it for this year. But Trout hasn't won anything, and he's like,
I just think
I guess
statistically,
my criteria were different. I was more going on kind of like, not just athletic ability. If we were talking athletic ability, I
accolades.
probably would have put. Yeah, I was more accolades probably. But I would put Trout at 1 if
That's
we were
fair.
talking physical baseball player / ability. I probably would have put Trout at 1 too.
I mean, it was the top 5 of best baseball players. But
Well, that's
yeah.
the thing. We only said best. We didn't criteria it. Yeah, I was definitely going more
that's fair.
accolades. And Hart. I mean, I love Miggy, obviously. I'm sure you wanted to put Yelich at 1.
No, I thought about putting Scooter Gennett in my top 5 or Niger Morgan in my top 5. Fun fact,
Or Carlos
those
Gomez.
guys also wore number 2. No, fuck Carlos Gomez. I fucking hated that dude.
All right. We got to get into MLB because
yeah.
we're probably going to run long here. So, what do you want to talk about? We got opening day on Thursday. It's exciting. The weather is trash in Michigan. Doesn't really feel like an opening day because it feels like the last couple opening days I was able to crack a window and watch some baseball, but not this Thursday, man. I got bad weather.
Yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to watch because, I mean, the Brewers play the Cubs, as always, on opening day. So we're starting off with a bang there. Let's go through the order of games. Braves Nationals, you said that. Shitty game. Giants Yankees in Yankee Stadium.
Who's pitching?
Logan Webb versus Garrett Cole. That'll be a good
It
game.
will be a good game.
We got Orioles Red Sox. I think that could be exciting just because the Orioles have such a young lineup and a fun lineup. Our boy Reg, wherever he's at, if he's still listening.
I wonder if he is. At that boy Reggie.
The Orioles are back.
It's funny that he made us like honorary Orioles fans just because he tweeted at us like 4 times.
And then disappeared in the sunset. We never heard from him again.
Yeah.
And then we got Brewers Cubs. That'll be Corbin Burns versus Marcus Stroman. Rays Tigers. Eduardo Rodriguez. Nice to see him back.
Yeah, we'll see what happens
Versus
there.
Shane McClanahan. Let's see. Phillies Rangers. That one might be good because DeGrom versus Nola. Royals Twins. I don't know. Mets Marlins. Pirates Reds. Blue Jays Cardinals. That'll be
That'll
good.
be a good game.
Rockies Padres. White Sox Astros. That might be good too. Dylan Cease versus Framber Valdez with Jose Abreu returning to play against the White Sox. Actually, they're playing in Houston, but night games, we got Angels Athletics, shitty game. D-backs Dodgers, not that great. And then Guardians Mariners for the nightcap. Shane Bieber versus Luis Castillo.
So I pulled up, I just want to talk about this quick. I pulled up the Tigers. They haven't fully announced it yet, but this is the projected opening day lineup. 1, you got Matt Vierling. Never even heard of him.
Oh, he used to play for the Phillies.
2, Riley Green. Love it. 3, Baez. Hate it. 4, Haas. I hope he gets hot. I thought Torque would have maybe started in the minors, but he's been tearing it up in spring, so they're throwing him at 5 on this one. And then 6, you got Meadows. Miggy DHing at 7. Scopey at 8. I forgot about Scopey. He was so bad last year. And then Nick Maton?
Nick Maton, yeah.
They got him at...
Is he DH? Wait, no. What's he
base.
playing?
Third base.
Third?
Yep. So, basically, we're trash, but two of these people are going to go off to start. Like, Riley Green will start tearing it up, and then, like, Scopey will look awesome for the first 3 or 4 weeks, and then they're just going to fall off a cliff come May and April. So...
Yeah, the Brewers, I guess since you talked about the Tigers and some of their cuts, the Brewers kind of, they did some interesting stuff, and I think I'm excited for it. My boy Keston Hiura is returning. He's going to the minors. They DFA'd him because he sucks, but I honestly wasn't sure what was going to happen with our rookies. They decided to keep Bryce Terang, a rookie shortstop who's probably going to play second base for us. They decided to keep him on the roster. They had a super cool video about telling him he made the team. I think he might start at second base opening day. We did sign Luke Voigt to a major league contract, so he will be there. We are coming into the season with only 3 actual outfielders, so I'm a little worried about that. It's going to be Garrett Mitchell, Christian Yelich, and Jesse Winker. But then we have guys like Tyrone Taylor, who's injured, and Owen Miller, and Brian Anderson.
Who's that young stud you guys got that he got up to what, AA last year real quick, or AAA?
Jackson Chourio?
Yeah. We going to see him this year?
That's another one I'm really not sure. He's like, I think he's 19.
He's not
and
this year. He was tearing.
Well, that's
the
thing.
Though.
He hasn't been sent down to minor league camp yet.
Ooh, shit.
But we don't have room on the major league camp, so they're just basically giving him as many at bats as they can against major league talent. And I honestly, at this point, wouldn't be surprised if he made it up at some point throughout the year. I really didn't think he would, but with the way that they are like keeping him in the major league camp just to face major league talent, I wouldn't be shocked if he made an appearance.
He's only 19, though, dude. He's going to look like trash.
Yeah, except for he cruised through every single minor league like progression, hitting over 300 in every league and mashing home runs.
He didn't make it to AAA, though, right?
I don't think he did, no. He'll probably start in AAA, though.
That's still pretty impressive for a fucking 19-year-old.
Yeah, well, we also have Sal Frelick and Joey Weimer as other outfielders that are ready to come up, too, so...
Weimer is a horrible last name. I feel bad for him. Weimer.
I think it'll be a fun year because I don't think a lot of people expected the Brewers to go with the young gun approach, and that's exactly what they're doing. So just like, I don't know, I'm so used to having the same set of veteran guys every year, and like, I shouldn't say the same set, but like a rotating door of veteran guys. Mm-hmm. And now like our farm system has gotten good enough to the point where like we have prospects to look forward to, and every year it's like, oh shit, are these guys going to make the league? Like, and so yeah, that's exciting. Do we want to jump into predictions right away?
Yeah. Well, what's our time at?
53.
Oof. Yeah, let's do predictions and then your prize picks. We got to get wrapping up here.
Well, so predictions. I don't think the Brewers win the Central. I think the Cardinals win the Central.
That's fair. I agree with that. Who do you got winning? Oh, do you want to just do each division real quick?
Yeah, we can go division and then World Series.
All right, so you did NL Central, NL West.
I think the Padres might take the NL West.
I agree. I got the Dodgers as a wild card.
Okay, fair. NL East.
Ooh, that's tough.
I think this division's going to be...
It's going to be a bloodbath.
So top-heavy. I don't know, like, because it's so such a tough division. I don't know if any team will win more than 90, let's say 95 games.
Okay.
I think the Braves come out on top. Surprisingly, I think the Mets finish third.
I was going to say, I'm taking the Phillies. Yeah, I'm taking the Phillies.
See, I thought about that too.
Taking the Phillies, throw the Braves in a wild card, and then the Mets miss the playoffs. Hot take. Hot take.
Yeah, I thought about throwing together a division winners parlay, but with MLB being so long, I don't like doing a preseason division winners.
Yep.
That's kind of a mid-season thing for me. Jumping to the AL East. I'm gonna say the Blue Jays.
Really?
Realistically, it's probably gonna be the Yankees.
I was going to say, if I'm trying to go for accuracy, I'd say the Yankees, but I would like to see the Blue Jays win it. I think the Blue Jays make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's kind of. Well, and they're so full of young talent that I think it would be. NL Central, Guardians.
AL Central, you said NL.
AL Central, Guardians.
Yeah, they'll probably run away with that one pretty easily. Who do you got in last place?
I think the
in AL
White
Central?
Sox could. I would probably go the Royals.
Really, I'm putting the Tigers. I think,
Really?
dude, I think they're gonna be so bad. Like they just entered a rebuild. Like,
Which I will never understand, but
nope. But they got it. I'm telling you, they got to get rid of Miggy. He's holding it back, which I love Miggy. Give him his last year; he's earned it. But his contract is fucking us so bad.
yeah, 100% agreed.
Until then,
AL.
I guess some young guys, but they'll be in last place. Sorry, AL West.
I want to say the Mariners. I really do. But if we're gonna be honest, it's gonna be the Astros.
Right. Honesty, Astros, heart, Mariners. Maybe Angels,
three wild card teams from the NL.
I would say, I want to make sure I don't miss any, so I might have to double back and change it. But I'll say the Braves. I'll say the Dodgers. And I'll say
Yeah,
damn.
that's where I'm at.
Okay, I'm putting the Mets are going to make it. The Mets will be that third team. Yeah, Mets.
That's what
Mets, Braves,
I'm
Dodgers.
really afraid of now that I'm actually looking at this. Because I don't think the Dodgers are going to be bad enough that they miss the playoffs.
Right.
I think they'll regress a little bit.
Yep.
Then I have the Braves winning, so that leaves me with the Phillies and the Mets. I thought the Mets would finish third. So then I would say that the Phillies probably are my second wild card team.
Okay.
I want to put the Brewers. I really do. But does a team like the Mets, who spends $1 billion a year and probably is going to go trade for whoever they want, miss the playoffs? I'm going to say probably not.
Right.
So I would say 3 teams out of the NL East. Jesus.
Yeah. All right, AL.
World Series winner.
Wait, no, we got to do
Oh
AL.
yeah, sorry, AL wild card.
I'm going to say, so I said the Yankees were my winner, so I'll say the Blue Jays. I'll say the Mariners because I said the Astros. And then I'll say I want to say the Rangers, man, really bad, but do your 3 while I think about my third.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Oh,
For
wait,
the
wait,
East,
wait,
did I
wait,
say the
wait,
Blue
wait.
Jays?
Never mind, I'm taking it back. The Rays. I didn't say the Rays.
Okay.
I got 3 in the East again. The Rays.
The Blue Jays and the Yankees.
Yep, but the Rays, Blue Jays are my wild card, and the who's my other team? It's from the West. The Mariners.
So for the East, did I say the Blue Jays or the Yankees?
You said
No, I'm forgetting.
Blue Jays.
Okay, so then I'll take the Yankees there,
Mm-hmm.
the Mariners in the West, and I'm going to take the Angels.
Okay, that's fair.
So I have 3 in the West for the AL and 3 in the East for the NL.
And I've got 3 in the East for each. Dude, the Central.
That's fair.
The
I mean, I would
Central
say
is
if there's, I would say
the Central is so bad both sides. Like, it's ridiculous.
it's not that it's so bad. It's just the West and the East are so loaded because everybody wants to go play on the coast.
That's true.
Nobody wants to be in the Midwest.
True.
World Series winner and matchup.
Yeah, I'll do matchup. I'll say the Yankees get there this year. And they lose to the Padres.
Oh, see, I've got a fun one. Padres Mariners.
Oh.
Padres win it.
That'd be so much fun to watch. Oh, my God.
That would be one of my all-time favorite World Series
Wait,
matchups.
so we're both thinking the Padres are going to win it?
I have a future on the Padres to win it, so.
Okay. I just think the Padres are fun to watch, too. And there's so much
any
talent.
Rookie of the Years for you? Or
Um,
MVPs or
give me-
Cy Youngs?
Cy Young, give me DeGrom. I think he figures it out in the AL. NL
So
Cy
you're-
Young.
Yep.
I don't love anybody in the NL, so I'll skip that. I'm not trying to throw anything out there that I don't really know enough about.
Corbin, Sandy,
Ooh,
Woodruff.
who won the NL Cy Young last year?
A relief pitcher? Sandy.
I was just going to double up on Sandy, but I'll give it to Burns. I'll give it to Burns.
Thank you.
Yep, he's the one shining star that they have. Comeback player of the year? Yelich. No,
Ooh.
no, I take it back. Comeback
Ooh.
player of the year? Bellinger. He's gonna tear it up over there.
Okay, I'll go. So AL Cy Young, I'm gonna go Shohei
Mm-hmm.
because it's a contract year.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
NL, I'm gonna go. This is. Let's go. Yu Darvish.
Wow.
Padres
Wow.
making the push
Yeah, absolutely.
behind Yu Darvish.
Absolutely.
MVP. I'm gonna jump right into this. AL Shohei takes both.
Ooh.
Gets the biggest contract in history. NL. I'm gonna go. This is tough.
Charlie Blackmon.
I'm gonna go Matt Olson,
Oh, okay.
NL MVP.
Okay. Are you actually betting these, or are you just throwing these out?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm just throwing these
Just
out.
trying to get one right. I like it. I like the Shohei one is good because contract year, he's going to ball out and he's going to go. Do you think he re-signs with the Angels, though?
I think he wants to. I don't
I
know
think he goes to the Tigers.
if they are going to.
Imagine you replace
What?
one shitty contract in Cabrera with another horrible one with Ohtani.
Literally. No, I think he wants to. I just don't know if the Angels are going to. I mean, you have to be willing to throw out that kind of money.
Yeah, for that guy, absolutely. And to be able to win
So,
in today's
I don't
MLB,
know.
you have to spend money. You have to. There's no more build it from the ground up. That's why the Tigers will never be relevant again
I wouldn't say never, but
until they start spending money.
yes.
Because obviously it's not working. Torque's a bust. Green looks good. Casey Mize, what happened to him? He's missing. Matt Manning,
Injured.
Scooble. Oh, I forgot about
Yeah.
Scooble. We still got Scooble.
Yeah.
Or no, he got hurt
I was
last
going
year.
to say, Scooble's good.
He got hurt last year, though.
Yeah, but he's still good.
But he's good. He's good. Nobody drafted him.
All
in
right,
the league. They should
let's-
pick him up.
Let's do a quick one. I'm throwing together a prize pick for season-long MLB stats. I'm doing a 6-leg one. It'll be a flex play. I'm still trying to come up with a name with it. I was going to call it the See You in September play
Oh, I like that.
or the Sit Back and Relax play. I'm not sure which one I want to go with.
Or
Those are my two favorites.
Or the Wake Me Up When September Ends parlay. Wake me up.
That's true, because it would cash
when
in
September
October, technically.
ends. That's a good name.
That might be
that's
it.
off the dome, too. I haven't even thought about that.
That might be it. But here's what I'm rolling with. I got a couple stats to go with it. Christian Javier, over 191.5 strikeouts. He had 194 last year in 148 innings. He should pitch more this year because last year he pitched out of the pen a little bit. Should be a lock in the rotation for Houston. Then I'm going with J-Rod, over 30.5 home runs.
Love that.
He had 28 last year in 132 games with a hand injury throughout the year. Plus these J-Rods, we have to take it.
Electric.
My favorite one of this entire thing, Bo Bichette, over 170.5 hits. He had 191 in 2021. He had 189 last year. So you're asking for 171 for a guy who just got paid and is a career 297 hitter. So he has to be 20 hits worse than he has been in the last 2 years. I don't think that's going to happen.
Right.
Then I'm going with Josh Hader, over 34.5 saves. He had 36 last year,
Icky.
and he struggled.
Icky.
Yeah, okay, but he had
was
36
so bad.
last
He
year.
was so bad, though.
And he still had 36 saves.
Yeah, but he had a bunch of those with the Brewers to start because he was really good with the Brewers.
He had 7 saves in 19 games with the Padres last year, and now he's going in with a better Padres team, and he's getting the whole year with them. Plus, there's nobody to take over his spot. The only person is Drew Pomeranz, and he's injured right now.
I think that's the one that loses it for you. Come back to me. Wake me up when September ends.
It doesn't have to hit all of them. Anyways.
Oh, that's a flex play.
2 more. Rafael Devers, over 97.5 RBIs. He averages 140 to 150 games a year. He's topped 110 RBIs in 2 of the last 4 seasons. He had 88 RBIs last year for the Red Sox, who were last place in the AL East. And then I'm going with Paul Goldschmidt, over 96.5 RBIs. He had 115 last year. He averages over 115 games a year. And the Cardinals are potentially a better team than they were last year. So, fun fact, he also cleared that number 6 of the last 9 years. So
Nice.
I'm going to put $100 on it to win $2,500.
Woo, imagine.
So, spicy TikTok coming tomorrow once I throw it out and make it official. But I'm going to make a sick TikTok for it. And, yeah, wake me up when September ends, baby.
Is that the name? Is that formal?
I think that's going to be the formal
okay.
name.
I can't wait for this TikTok. I'm glad I contributed with a name. It makes me happy.
That one, I just think it's going to be such a blast to watch.
You're going to be checking it way too often,
just
too.
root along.
You really should check it like
100%.
You should check it like the All-Star break. And
once
then,
a
like,
month.
Maybe once, but you're going to be checking once a week. Maybe not for a couple of months, but
absolutely.
You're going to be like, what are we at? What are we at? What are you at? You're only allowed to update us once a month on the pod.
So once every 4 episodes.
Yep. All right, well, you got anything else for MLB?
Fair.
I think that's it. I like that little preview there.
No, I'm getting roulette loaded up right now for us.
So Frankie's got roulette for us this week. Next week's episode 40, and we're still probably going to keep running with guests.
It'll be a
top
full
5,
one again.
But we're going to have national championship for basketball. We're going to have MLB. I'll probably have a rant about the Tigers because they're probably going to start. If they start well this weekend, I'm going to come on here next week. I'm just calling it right now. I'm going to come on and say, wow, whatever our GM's name is, I can't think of it right now. I'm going to say, he's changing the culture. I guarantee that's how it's going to go. So, just be ready for that.
So, roulette is spinning right now.
Okay.
It has been all over the board. There's been no consistency whatsoever.
How many numbers do I get?
0 just hit. I'll give you 3.
All right.
The spin, 21 and 16 are both lightning numbers this time at
21's
100
one of the numbers I wanted
times.
to
But
play.
we're going to go $5 on 5 numbers. We got to break the streak.
I'm going to go 21.
It was just 7.
I'm going to go 21, 0, and 15.
21, 0, and 15. I'm going to go 23 and 4.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here comes the lightning numbers. I usually can't see this very well, but let's see if I can do it. What do we got? 15, nice.
15, 29.
Is that 50x there?
I'm not
That'd
sure.
be sweet, man. Hit 15. Oh, it's 11. God damn it. That's dumb. We are so cold on the roulette numbers, bro. It has been so long. That's all right.
Yeah,
Happens
I
to
don't
the best
know.
of 'em.
We might have to
Change it up.
just start throwing out like $1 on 20 different numbers.
Do it just to get the juju back.
Just throw $1 on 36 numbers.
Just to get one.
Hit every number. We're bound.
If we did that, we would lose too, because lightning roulette is 30-1. So even if we hit enough,
Yeah, I know. We'd lose, yeah.
Imagine putting $1 on 30 numbers and you still lose. That's when you hang it up.
Yeah, that would be tough.
Well, all right, that's the end of another
But-
episode. Everybody have a great weekend. Let's hit some tanks, endorse some tutties. Watch some baseball this weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
Yes, sir.
See ya.
Peace.